Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk to you about the autistic population being isolated from live music venues and live music festivals. It's an article off the Guardian website. I will link the article at the end of the video description. So let's get into it. The Guardian says that nearly 4/5 of autistic people are socially isolated. Music can be a lifeline for some, but only if venues and the industry improve. I find that this statement is somewhat true, but some venues will not be accessible as they are often already built in a certain way. Also, we're trying to help people with hidden disabilities. They may not realise that people have autism or any other hidden condition, so therefore the person with the disability needs to let the venue know in advance. I agree with what the autistic band are saying, that the bright lights and noises can make a gig overwhelming experience and overstimulate our sensory issues. I totally agree with that, but the National Autistic Society have found that 79% of autistic people become socially isolated because of that reason. Around 700,000 people in the UK have autism, and that's more than 1% of the population. There are venues that do have autism-friendly events, such as cinemas, which means they dim the lighting and play the music at a lower volume. This is aimed primarily at autistic children, but not adults, leading to less interest in creation of autism-friendly live music venues or live music concerts. I think the problem is with creating autism-friendly environments or live music venues is that they are already going to be loud and bright, because as someone on the spectrum myself, there's not a lot of accessibility that they can actually do for people with autism. Most music venues are already loud for that purpose, so I want to just add an example of my own self. If I go into a live music venue, I go with my dad or with a friend, because I can't cope with going on my own because of the anxiety and the stress and the noise and the smell and people being next to me. I just can't do it, so I choose to go with family or with friends. But as someone on the autistic spectrum, I can understand and sympathise that the autistic band may feel that the venue should make more accessibility and make more reasonable adjustments for autistic people to go in social scenes and social situations. Again, I think it's a lack of communication and lack of support from the venues without knowing how to help autistic people like myself. I agree that music, again, is a special interest to many on the autistic spectrum, including myself. I regularly listen to music, and it does help calm my anxiety and helps me to relax. I know it helps a lot of autistic people with depression and anxiety, and that's a fantastic thing to do. I also agree that the venues can be very, very overwhelming, and that's why many should try contact venues ahead of time about accessibility needs and what they might offer. I also agree that taking some sensory aids will help each other, such as ear defenders or headphones or fidget toys, when it becomes crowded or when their anxiety gets to a point where they can't cope with it. Again, the venue should already have training and also should already have equipment such as chairs and equipment to help people with disabilities with. I can't believe that they don't, but again, preparations and planning can help ahead of time. I'm happy to hear that disabled people are covered by the Equality Act of 2010, which says that businesses should already provide reasonable adjustments to make the venues more accessible. Autism is a broad spectrum, so it's hard to provide a one-size-fits-all winning solution. One solution venues could have is headphones, earplugs, fidget toys to produce a quiet space if they have the area to do that, where we can sensory process and de-escalate our stress and anxiety issues. We can go into live music venues, but again, like I say, it's about learning how to cope in that situation in the first place, and learning how to make sure we're ready to go into a live music venue or into an establishment where it's going to be loud and crowded. So again, I agree with some points of this article that's on the Guardian website, but at the same time I disagree with some of it, because some of us are very independent and are able to go to certain situations like that. I can go on my own to music venues. I do go on my own sometimes, but again, it's when my anxiety allows me to, and when I plan ahead of time to be able to do that. So it's again preparation and skill planning and observing whether you're going to able to cope with that on that certain day. So again, it's good to take fidget toys with you, or take earplugs, headphones, anything that will help de-escalate the stress and anxiety when you go to a live music venue. Again, asking ahead of time, is there a quiet space? Is there somewhere quiet you can go when you are going to that venue? But not a lot of venues do have quiet spaces. That's a problem when you are at a loud music festival. You should expect it really to be bright, but at the same time, I know how stressful it can get for people on the autistic spectrum like myself. I've been there, I've coped with loud music venues, So again, this article was very, very good at pointing out the stresses of autism. So I thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more on my channel. Thanks guys.